What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Guild of Dungeoneering. I apologize if the previous episode was broken off or punctuated oddly. My power's been going off and on all day, and so because of that, I haven't really been able to get much done, and I've had random episodes just like ruined at weird times, and so I'm gonna have to edit them all together to make them look a little bit more smooth, like icing on the top of a delicious cake of my power being out. So, in the previous episode, we had taken the wizard, and we've been playing around with him a little bit. I do like the wizard. I think he's a good character if you're looking for magic damage, but I also think that he is highly susceptible to RNG. Like, if you can't get the right gear on him, I don't know. I've been playing on my own along the side, too, and I found that with the wizard, I feel like I'm much more at the mercy of RNG based on the items that drop, because his deck starts out okay, but you definitely need to pick up defensive abilities if you want him to survive long-term, and if you just don't get those and you get a whole bunch of offensive items, yeah, his HP, it doesn't allow him to fight a battle. Well, it doesn't allow him to fight an offensive battle. He can't soak the damage long enough to finish the job, essentially. So anyways, I do like the wizard. I think we're going to play with him again right now because so many enemies seem to not fiddle with magic damage. We had done Scorching Spoils in the previous episode. In this episode, we're going to go ahead and do Fire Lord, where we fight Embro. Embro. So bro that it's in his name. Let's go ahead and jump on in here and we'll see what we got going on. I would assume that there's at least a couple of like affliction shirts or something in this dungeon. Tap out shirts all over the place. Alright, so let's see what we get on our first turn. The first turn is going to be a little bit susceptible to RNG just because this map, I've played this already before, but a power outage killed the episode, so I know what's coming. We have 12 turns to fight with Embro, and so essentially that means we need to be killing something like every single turn. That means that this fight is actually much more related to RNG than any of the other dungeons I've played so far. If you don't get the right cards the first couple of turns, you basically automatically lose by default. It's just, it is what it is, and you just restart it, I suppose. I'm going to put a room in right there. This first turn we got bad cards, so unfortunately I don't think we're going to be able to pull it through. I'm going to take the gold pouch right there, and on this side, I'm going to play an extra room just in case I need a place to put monsters at. And so we'll grab the gold. Hopefully on this turn we'll get some level 1 monsters. I do wish that there was a guarantee in the deck that made it so you got level 1 monsters no matter what on the first turn, because that is one of the biggest things I've struggled with so far, is that it's very, very difficult sometimes because you'll end up getting a bunch of like level 3 monsters on the first turn, and you have no chance in hell of killing those monsters. That's what I'll add to that, is that on the first turn, you're not going to kill those monsters. I should have put down that goblin. We can still pull this one out. I'm just going to have to play it careful. Or I won't have to dry. I have to dry off or I won't be my fiery best. Why do you have to dry off? You're made out of fire, dude. Like you're a fire demon. Huh. Apparently he's been in the hot tub or something. That's the only way that I could make that work with a heat pun. We'll put that in right there. We'll put that in right there. And then we'll put the spider in right there. And that should be our first combat. That also gives us free reign to run up on that chest right there. It's a level 3 chest, so it should allow us to get pretty good gear here. Stop speaking Latin and just go. We need that treasure and we need that spider right this second. We wasted our first couple turns because I am a poor player. Let's find out what we got going on here. We got a magical block, but take that with my fire shield. Drop you by that 1 heart right there. On this side, we've got a claw coming in, so I'm going to fire blast him because we got to stay ahead with regards to our incoming physical attacks. Aw, man, I don't have any physical attacks. I do, however, have a fire shield. Wah! And so we blocked another drain. This should be a really, really easy fight. I see no reason why we should struggle with this. Go straight through the shield right there, and we have no physical attacks, by the way, so I'm going to go for Zap. We'll finish him off first. Let's hope that we get gear that we can round out with. One of the things about the mage that makes it a little bit difficult is if you can't round out your repertoire with some melee stuff, he can be really, really susceptible to physical mobs. So I'm going to take the axe right here so that we get bash and slash out because I think it's a good call. We'll pick up our gold coin. So far, things are looking okay for us. I don't know. We've got a Gnoll right there who's got 6 HP. What do I have? I have 6 against a physical mob. The zombie is definitely not in right now. We're not going to do the zombie. He's nature 2, arm 2, irritable, and he has fury. I think I'll probably just leave that alone for right now. We'll go straight for the chest. I'm going to wait until I can feed a little bit better. I do wish that we had some more level 1 mobs right now. Our life would be way easier if we did. But I'll put you right there. I'm going to start front stocking the fire elemental for later. We'll put you right there. I've got a corridor on that side that I'll put down. We're going to fight the spider on this turn. This should allow us to jump up to, I don't know if it'll get us to level 3. It'll keep us at level 2, but right now we're actually a little bit behind the 8 ball. I think we're going to have to make some very, very positive gains in the next turn or two if we want to turn this around before Embro comes. I think he's got 11 HP or something like that. we're going to have a pretty good skill set if we want to survive it. I'm going to go with Sparks right there. A little bit more damage dealt. He's going to throw out Claw. I'm going to throw out Bash. That's going to be 2 damage right there. We should be able to finish him on the next turn. And so there's Slice right there. That should be enough. Down he goes. It's not going to be enough to save him because we took 3 because we get the +1 due to his frailty. Offhand, we could take Repel and Slam. I do think that's a pretty good call. Either that or we could just take... I'm going to take the Wooden Stool instead. We'll take the Wooden Stool. We need to equip as quickly as possible. Hope for a level 1 or a level 2 fight right here. Okay, so we did get what we wanted. I'm going to put a level 1 right there. I'm going to put a level 1 right there, and I'm going to put a level 2 right there. And that should be enough to where as we go down now, we should be able to level up, I hope. I don't know. We'll sort it out as we go. So, Eros versus the Goblin. We have Repel. He's going to throw out Anger on the first turn. Well, you know what? I'm going to play into that and just hit him with a Slam because that'll do 3 damage on the first turn, and he'll be done foe. And so down he goes. Taken care of. Repel, I'm actually going to block that one with Bash, and then we'll go all in. This little guy doesn't have Fury, actually, which surprised me. He does have rockin'-ass sideburns, though. I've been growing mine. I got like a handlebar. I don't even know what's going on with it right now. It's got like a Dickensian thing going on. I feel like I should wear top hats and shit all the time. But anyways, no, I shouldn't shit all the time and wear top hats. You get what I mean. Top hats and other related cranial sundries, as in that and shit. Like, if I was wearing hats and then going to shit frequently, I feel like it would really get in the way of my ability to properly, you know, film my series. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. I don't know. It's kind of like a beard that goes down the sideburns and then up and over into like a mustache. I don't know. I feel very Dickensian with it. I feel like I should grow it out super long and just be like, "Argh," and be a part of some novel. We've got a hand axe right there. Or we can take... That's actually a pretty damn good... I'm going to take the Troll Femur. I mean, it gives us Stupidity 1. But I do think it's a better thing. And we get the treasure chest. The treasure chest! We've got... That only gives you Slice. That's all that it does. What does this one do? Gives you Slice and Dice, but you'll lose Slam, Smash, and Rekindle. And a Stupidity. So I would lose 4 cards, but I would gain 2 that were better. Warhorn gives me a whole bunch of supplemental abilities. But... That's actually kind of bad considering that was our level 3 chest and I don't like anything in here. I could take the Warhorn, I guess, but then I lose Repel and Smash, which both seem to be pretty good. Slice instead of Rekindle sounds pretty good to me, though. I'm going to go with that one right there. I'll take Slice. Although, didn't that give me Bash or something? Like, I feel like it's not showing all the abilities with all of these, unless it shares that ability with it. I'm going to take that. I don't know. It looks like a real weapon. It's not like an improvised caveman weapon. I feel better about it. We're like beating our enemies to death like we're on the Flintstones or some shit. Let's go back. No, he was my least favorite minion. Well, he was my most favorite minion to murder, so unfortunately, we're just going to kind of have to meet at the middle on this one. I think I should be level 3 by the time I get to there. And then maybe put that right there. That seems good. I don't think we're going to be able to make it over there. We're going to be fighting stuff every single turn. Dulce et decorum est pro patria mori. My God. If you spend a little bit less time like speaking Latin and a little bit more time bashing monsters, I think we'd be on our way through here, pal. Like, I'm not trying to cast aspersions on your lovely education, but for real, it's not that useful when you're just engaged in bludgeonry. I'm going to throw out some damage right there. Unfortunately, that means we're just going to trade on this side. Oh my. That's not good. He appears to be getting the good abilities, and we appear to be getting the bad abilities. I'm going to go all in on a Slam right here because it's going to be my only choice. And now we have to hope that he doesn't pull out a double damage ability. Otherwise, that's going to be GG for me. Okay, so we got the... Well, I'm going to keep it where it's at right now. We don't have a hat, and we can get Demolish and Flame Lash from right there, which would be super dope shiggity fly. So let's go ahead and take that. That's right. Do I sound cool yet? Am I hip with it? Do I keep all the kids entertained? We'll find out. Let's take that and put it right there. We got Ghostesses over here. Probably take a Ghostesses and a Nullstesses. There we go. We're level 3 anyways, so we should be able to get something done here. I think we've got a chance of making it out of this one. Our HP is still low. I think that we could probably focus on maybe like a chest piece or something that would give us 2 or 3 HP. I'd feel better about my chances. I'm going to use Bash right there because that'll give us the double damage. He's a level 1, so we'll kind of like wait and see how this goes. I'm going to take Smash right there, and that should pretty much finish him, I think. Yeah, that was a real quick combat. So I could take... We lose Bash and we lose Fire Blast, or I could just take the Straight Jacket right here. I'm going to take the Straight Jacket. Just give us the free HP. So there it is. As usual, my minions are bumbling fools. Well, it could be worse. They could be mumbling fools, because then you never get any peace and quiet. Send more rubber duckies. So I'm just going to fill that in like right there. And then I figure we continue hoofing it. We're not going to get to see like the back end of most of these monsters anyway, so we might as well just keep going. Hope that we hit level 4, and then just we kind of got to pray that the cards come down in the way that we want them to. I don't know. This might not be a successful attack. We'll see what happens. We haven't been real lucky with the cards here. We missed out on our first 2 turns, which we should have been higher level than we are right now, so is what it is. I'm going to throw out an Intuition. I'm just going to take the 1 damage for right now and see if I can populate the hand a little bit better. He's going to throw out Darkness, which I think I'm going to counter Darkness with an Unblockable Sparks, I guess. We've got Spook right there. I think I'm going to go for Fire Shield. A little bit more damage done. And then I'm going to go for Demolish, which sounds every bit as awesome. Oh, I can't kill him in 1 hit. Damn it. That was so much less satisfying than I wanted it to be. Alright, well, we'll zap you right now. Demolish seems like the kind of thing where you stack it up a little bit, though. And then you get the +2 damage on it, too. And you just be like, oh, and run up on your enemy and just club the hell out of him. Yeah. It'd be so awesome. So I would lose Demolish if I do that. And I kind of like Demolish. I may never get a chance to use Demolish, but I'm going to try. We'll put that right there. We'll put that right there because I think it's smarter if we fight the level 3 guys. And that should be it for... I'll fill in the corridor right there because why not? I don't know if we're going to win this one. I think this is going to be sketchy. I would have liked to have been level 5, and that would have required us to have accomplished something on our first 2 turns. This may become very, very nasty for us. We've got Smash on the first turn. I'm going to go for that right there because that actually perfectly fits my needs. We've got Demolish on the next turn, so I'm going to play that. That's like the perfect way a hand could go with this character right now. He's like the beefiest mage ever. He's like a mage that just sits there and does curls all day. Every day he's like, argh. I am not going to take Demolish. I will, however, take the Winged Staff. I like our build right now. Let's stick with what we're good at. I'm going to go for that right there, and that'll give us some more HPs. Cool. And then we leveled up as well, so that'll be nice. I believe that I'd like to just do whatever the hell you're going to do. I don't know. We got 1 turn left till Embro shows up. Gold Pouch, Nulli Secundus. God damn, this guy's just making me feel stupid right now. When people feel like when people speak in Latin, I just feel dumber and dumber. I'm like, Semper Ubi Sabubi, huh? Made me feel better. Let's see here. If you don't know what Semper Ubi Sabubi is, that's what you should say whenever somebody's being pretentious and they use a lot of Latin. Semper Ubi Sabubi. It's a line that keeps on giving. It'll probably make them laugh, and at the same time, they'll know that you're taking like a lighthearted jab at them. I don't know. Semper Ubi Sabubi. Oh, I'm going to kill you right here. Farewell, noble fire beast. Are you noble? I don't know if you were. You might be quite common. The Bone Armor. Bone Armor is ready. I don't want to lose my super awesome Demolish ability. I'm going to take the gold. Give me the gold. Almost dry now. I'm coming for you next turn. So what you're saying, never mind. This joke is not going to go in that direction. Never mind. Keep fighting fire monsters. Level faster. It's our only hope. Embro is about to beat us up with his bro-like powers and the ability to curl massive amounts. A little bit of burn going on right there. Burn, baby, burn, elemental fire. I'll probably go for a counter. I don't know. Don't really need to, but we're 2 HP ahead right now, and it comes down to being like a little bit ahead. That's all that this game is about. Like, can you be a little bit ahead of your opponent every single turn? And if you can, you win almost every single time. I'll play this one super close to the chest real fast, and then we're going to go in for a bash, and that should be it. I actually don't hit him with anything right there. I just throw a super awesome party from which he has a horrible hangover, and that's how we reduce his damage a little bit, or his health. It's a roundabout way of doing it, but you know, you do what you got to do. Just take their gold. We're about to be attacked by Embro, and this is going to suck. I was hoping we would level up to 5 right there. What does he have? 10 HP? Oh, man. I'm gonna get... Oh, he just jumps onto you. Wow, he went straight through. He went ethereal on us. Okay. He went ethereal with the cereal. Let's see what we get. See if we pull good cards here. He's going to play 2 damage up front, so I'm going to reduce it. He's skilled. What does that do? Doesn't get level 1 or level 2 cards. That could be problematic. Let's go for Slice right there. We got to keep ourselves evened out with him. But remember, at the end of the day, This is very much a card game, which means sometimes RNG is just going to get you, and there's nothing you could do about that. Play some cards right there. He's going to play a 3 damage, unfortunately. I'm going to go Fire Blast, I guess, but that's going to put him 1 HP ahead. I think he's going to hurt himself right there, which isn't too terrible. Actually, I think we can win this. I think. It's going to come down to the last card that we play, but yeah, RNG got us right there. There was no skill involved in that play right there. It was kind of just hedging your bets and hoping that the cards came up the way that you wanted them to.
Oh, look, it's your Dungeoneer who survived. Just look at the joy. I'm so teary-eyed. Do you think that they'll all come back alive? Well, I suppose if they don't, then at least they all tried.
Okay, so we're up to 291 stars. Our bard has decided to regale us with another one of his wonderful little hymnas. And so I think we can expand the guild, but I don't really think that we should. I mean, if we were missing any classes or whatever, the blessings don't seem that useful to me. And so that looks like it unlocks Trickster's skill. What does that do? +1 loot choice slot. Okay. I'd rather save up, though. I don't know. I'd like to play around with some of the other stuff. I'll probably play the Burglar next. We've been playing the Wizard a lot lately. The Mime, I don't know. All of his abilities start out a little bit lame. Like, he doesn't have the defensive abilities to soak damage in the way that I want him to, and so I tend to worry about it. Let's go exploring, shall we? I think that in sticking with our current successfulness, I should probably go after the Goblin Menace. I like the little grunty noise they make, like, meh, meh, meh. Let's try the Mime again. I don't know. We'll try the Mime again. We'll see what happens. I'm going to take, what does Warrior's Guidance do? +1 to physical damage. I don't think he does physical. So I'm going to take the Hug in a bottle. Everybody needs a hug every now and again. Athvir the Mime. Inwards towards the dungeon we go. Defeat 4 monsters. That's it. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, I'll put that in right there. We'll put in that nasty rat with his nasty ass. And then we'll go... Can I put this anywhere? I could put it right there. No! Waving a pretend sword. I wonder if he's supposed to be a joke character or if he's actually any good. I don't know. There's our extra HP right there from the Hug in a bottle. Oh, he does have 2. Okay, imaginary cannon. He does have the capability of dealing damage, so that can't be blocked. Let's make him discard a card. That's always fun. What do I want you to get rid of? Get rid of Bite, I guess. Both of those are kind of terrible, but take whatever you want. He's not that difficult of an enemy anyways. I'm going to do Imaginary Box, which will buff us up. And then I'm going to try and one-shot him on the next turn. I don't know if it's going to work like that, but I'll try. Got Bullhorns right there. Unfortunately, I'm going to stop him from doing that so I don't lose a card here. And then he's going to reshuffle his deck and be back on up in. I'm going to hit him for 3, though, because we got the bonus damage. And down he falls. He's going down, down, down to Mephisto's Cafe. I'll probably go with the hand axe, I guess. Get a little bit of physical damage. And that's actually a material axe. That's not an imaginary hand axe. That is the real shizdiggity. So I think that the next thing that I would like to do, the next little thing that I think would, I don't know. There's nothing that I want to do right now. This is all sort of just like, meh. I will more than likely go, yeah, just connect that right there. Sure, just make lots of hallways and stuff. This should be a very, very easy way to work our way through with a low-level character. They don't keep their levels, so obviously you can play, I don't know, I tend to use the easy characters on the easy levels just so I can get a feel for them. We're going to block that head blow with a bash. So there it is. He's going to strike at us. I think I'm going to go with Stage Presence and make him discard. I'm going to get rid of, oh, I like both of those. I don't want him to get rid of either. Both of those, nah, get rid of that one, I guess. But we know what he's going to play on the next turn now. So he's going to play that right there. I'm going to play that to block it on off. He's going to deal 1 damage, but we're going to get 1 damage, and that means I can use Imaginary Cannon on the next turn to finish him off with Anger. And down he goes. I do like playing this game. I sincerely do. I've brought it up a couple of times on the channel that, like, I am a huge, 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 huge board game fan. Like, one of my biggest dreams is to play board games with, like, Tom Vassell from the Dice Tower and stuff like that, just because I think most people don't know who he is. But anyways, it's a thing that I think about where I really like board games to almost like an unhealthy level. Like, and nobody else likes board games. That's the weirdest thing about it, is that, like, I used to always try and get people to play board games with me, and they're like, can we just play D&D or something? I don't like board games. Like, but board games are so cool. They're, like, self-contained. Like, you don't have to put in the effort. Like, with D&D, we gotta sit down, and somebody's gotta be Dungeon Master, which automatically means somebody doesn't want to play. Because it sucks to be Dungeon Master. I don't want to be Dungeon Master, and nobody else ever does either. It means that essentially you don't get to play the game and everybody else gets to have fun. Like, you're enabling other people to have fun. So unless you intrinsically enjoy playing the Dungeon Master, which most people don't, I don't think, anyways, I don't like being the Dungeon Master, and I make good campaigns, so people always, like, vote for me, and I'm just like, which means I never get to play. And so it's just like one of those things where board games, they sort of circumnavigate that so that you don't have to worry about it. I'm going to take the shimmering cloak. Is that a body piece? Okay. And it goes onto my character. I love that right there. It's pretty cool. He's got like his Cholo Goth face paint on. There used to be these little plastic things you would get out of like vending machine called homies. And there was one that had like a clown face, and there was another one that was like a goth Cholo mime. I don't really know. Either way, it was a strange set of toys, especially since I don't live in Southern California. Like, Cholo culture is not like a thing here. We don't have that in Northern California. It's more like well, I don't know. Northern California's got hyphy culture and a bunch of other stuff. But anyways, we don't have that here, so I always thought it was weird that they had them here. But anyways, we'll go ahead and take care of that right there. And then... skeleton? Alright, so we'll put the skeleton over there, and then maybe we'll put a... mysterious... Oh, man, can it not go anywhere? Really, there's nowhere on the map that can fit. Well, that's lame, because I wanted a mysterious fountain. Then I'm going to put him over there. Why are you going to fight him? Please don't. Oh, dude, why would you do that? Apparently he rushes people that are the same level as him, but this guy's going to kick our ass. Oh, man. Yay, we blocked the first blow. Hooray! There will be no blow done today. On this one, we got Perry right there. He's going to do a little bit of damage. I'm going to clone his next card. And that gives me swipe. Swipe. Well, that's a little nerve-wracking. I'm going to go with Fire Blast, I guess. I'm going to play a little aggressively here in the hopes that that would happen right there. That's exactly what I was hoping for. And so there it is. Down he goes. We should be level 4 now, so we got +1, and that's going to be the end of our adventure.
Well, this is really just quite surprising. Aren't Dungeoneers just cannon fodder? But against all odds, they keep surviving. They're so dumb. Why even bother?
Alright, so that's going to be the end of our episode. I'm a little bit paranoid about the power going out again, so I apologize, but I'm going to cut it short just in case. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle. I forgot where I live for a second. For the next episode of Guild of Dungeoneering. I'll see y'all later. How you do, everybody?